Well, hello there, and welcome back to Scripted Out. In today's episode, we're going to be looking at two scenes where there's plenty of drama, gossip, even some communism. In the first scene, Mr. Hale's in the middle of questioning Mr. and Mrs. Proctor here in Los Cerritos when all of a sudden Mr. Cheever comes and gives the Proctor great news.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Proctor. I hope I do not disturb you.
Why, hello, Mr. Hale. What brings you to our home?
Oh, I would like to have a word or two.
Sure you can. Right this way.
Thank you. Okay, first question I have is, why have you not attended church at Sabbath day?
I don't understand.
You know what I mean, John. I don't wish any harm in questioning you. However, your evasion of answering the question leads me to believe the Proctor's Christianity is questionable.
No, we're perfectly fine. Continue.
Why have you not baptized your third son?
I don't see God's light in Reverend Paris.
Respect him, because he is ordained.
Forgive me, for we have been harsh to Reverend Paris, but Satan's name is in worship in this household.
Tell me the commandments.
Do not steal. Do not desire what others possess. Respect your marriage. Don't use the Lord's name in a way unsacred. Don't dishonor the Sabbath. Respect your marriage.
You said so twice.
In other words, adultery.
We hold no respect for Satan and his family.
Hopefully not, for your sake.
Abigail Williams told me of one of my children getting an illness from the outside.
Why didn't you say she told you this?
I didn't know that the world has gone crazy.
This is serious, as many have been accused.
I understand what is going on. I will be willing to testify.
I am sorry, Mrs. Proctor, but you are under arrest. Abigail Williams claims you have used a needle to stab her using dark magic. Do you have any dolls here?
No, there's this doll Mary Warren gave to me.
Bring me this puppet, Mary.
I had my doubts, but this is a needle.
I will go. Save me, John.
I will do anything to defend you. I will free you.
I do not fear because I know you will free me. Alrighty now, wasn't that the very dramatic way Abigail gossiped to the people that Elizabeth has plans to harm her? I sure thought so. Now in the second scene, we find Abigail Williams, John Proctor, and Mary Warren being questioned by Judge Stanford. When Elizabeth enters the scene, she has questioned something that she thinks if she lies, it will protect her husband John. But it only hurts them, much like the same way the idea of communism was introduced. I don't know, sir. There's a cold wind among us.
Oh, Abby, please stop this.
She is pretending.
Oh, Lord, please save me.
There's a wind, a cold wind!
Abby, please do not do this. Mary Warren, did you bewitch Abigail? Did you send her spirits out?
Answer that question, Mary.
Why, no, sir. I have engaged in no devil, sir.
Ah! It's near me! It's near me! Make it stop! Make it stop!
How dare you ask for it to stop? You're prostitute, you lying prostitute.
Proctor, what are you?
I've been with her, sir. I know her.
How do you know her?
My honor shall fall, but I know her like the back of my hand.
You've been an affair with her? This cannot be taken lightly by God's name. You will prove this.
John, is this true?
By God's name, it is true. I speak no lie to you.
John.
Where? At what time have you done this?
Until now, I believe God sleeps, but I now know he sees everything. But believe me when I say, this is her personal vengeance against me.
Accept the titles put on your name, Abigail?
I have to answer this. I will leave and never come back!
Bring Elizabeth, and if she is telling the truth, then God will know the truth. Wait! Proctor and Abigail, turn your backs. Come in! Come here, Goody Proctor.
Aye, sir.
We had heard of you dismissing your servant, Abigail Williams.
Aye.
Why?
At that, I was certain, and I thought my husband was having an affair.
So
at that, I dismissed her.
Did he estray from you?
No!
Remove her!
Elizabeth, I've confessed it!
Oh, God.
She only said it to save my name.
She has spoken nothing of you leaving her. You have lied. my man.
Alright now, wasn't that the very dramatic way Abigail gossips to the people that Elizabeth has plans to harm her? I sure thought so. Now in the second scene, we find Abigail Williams, John Proctor, and Mary Warren being questioned by Judge Stanford. When Elizabeth enters the scene, she is questioned by something that he thinks if she lies, it will protect her husband John, but it only hurts them, much like the same way the idea of communism was introduced.